Hello. Welcome to the protein chip tier list. First protein chip, Quest chili lime flavor. Now, I've never even had a Quest protein chip. Not even once. And I got every single Quest protein chip flavor that I could find. So we went from never having one to having them all in a span of however long this video is. I'm hoping it's under 20 minutes. Okay. It's pretty spicy. Reminds me of a Taki. That's actually surprisingly good consistency. Very much like a Dorito. Tastes like a Taki. That is hard to believe that has protein in it. There is only about 12 chips in this bag. Not that many, but wow. I'm actually like shocked right now. Chili lime, Quest. I'm putting that in the A tier to start. That is very good. Hot, spicy. My white taste buds can't handle that. Next up, Legendary Barbecue. Now these are protein popped chips. These are like rice cakes almost. They're just very airy, very not like a chip. It's like if they took a rice cake and cut it into triangles. But they're fun. Flavor-wise, that's good. Barbecue, and I feel like there's a lot more in this bag than there are in the Quest. The bag is like, it's like 50% bigger. Oh, yeah, and also, the macros and all these, well, I'll show that. That'll be on the screen. I'm not going to talk about it. But I am going to talk about these chips. Now, I'm going to say that that's a B tier. B tier chip. I'm not really a big barbecue chip guy, but I feel like these are doing barbecue chips as a species, doing them justice. So I'm putting that in the B tier. Next up, Quest Nacho Cheese. Good old Dorito counterpart, Dorito rival. Let's see it. Looks like a Dorito. Will it taste like a Dorito? Oh, that is not a good nacho cheese flavor. You know what that tastes like? That tastes like, you ever get boxed macaroni and cheese and you have like to make the sauce for the mac and cheese, and it comes in that like powder that you basically mix with water or milk and then you put it on there. If you ever tried that sauce when you don't do a good ratio of water or milk or liquid to powder, and it's like super rich and really overpoweringly artificially cheesy, that's what this tastes like, and that is not a flavor I'm a fan of. Yeah, I don't like that. That gets old quick. I'm putting that in the D tier. Next up, Quest Sweet Spicy Chili flavor. Spicy sweet chili. I don't even know what this would taste like. Like an Asian sauce? Is that problematic to say? I hope not. Zing! Wow. That reminds me of the purple Doritos. I think that's what it's supposed to be kind of imitating, but that's definitely what I'm getting from this. That flavor is hitting. That's got some zing to it. That's pretty good. I love the sweetness. It's not as spicy as a chili lime. Dude, it'd be nice to have like some salsa with me right now. Oh, that'd be hitting, but then I'd be going too crazy. Then I'd be having way too many calories. I'm putting that in the A tier as well. Kind of a different vibe from this, but definitely just as good. I like that. Yum. Next up, Wild protein chips. Now, a lot more calories in this. All of the Quest bags are around 140 calories. This is 350 calories, but it's supposed to be 2 servings. However, each serving has half the amount of protein. Only 10 grams of protein per serving, 2 servings per bag, but the flavor, chicken and waffles flavor, and this says the protein's coming from chicken breast, egg whites, and chicken bone broth. That's what's in this to give it the protein. So I am curious on what this is going to taste like. I don't know how you're supposed to imitate a chicken and waffle flavor, but I guess if you're using chicken in the actual chip, that makes that part of the process easier. Let's see. Oh, we got a little potato chip imitation. So we're straying from the tortilla chip structure, and we're dipping our toe into the kettle cooked potato chip. All right. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Hold up. Okay. I have a lot of thoughts about this. So, when that thing first hits your tongue, That flavor, initial flavor, straight maple syrup. I mean, that just tastes like straight maple syrup. And surprisingly, I am getting a little bit of that fried chicken taste. But then, quickly, it just quickly falls apart into tasting like nothing. And honestly, it's actually worse than nothing. The taste on the back end is very, what's in this? Tapioca starch. Yeah, I mean, you could call it that. That's kind of what it tastes like. It tastes very bland and just like sterile on the back end. That initial syrup taste, fantastic. Wow. And then it just kind of like melds into some weird hydrogenated. I'm running out of words here. All I know is not the greatest overall eating experience. I'm putting that in the C tier. Definitely a pleasant little switch up though. Next up, Quest Barbecue. Curious to see how this stacks up to the Legendary Barbecue. What is that shape? Why is it? Is that supposed to be something? Why is that shaped so weirdly? All the other ones are Doritos like shaped. All the other ones are triangles, and this is like some weird. You could almost convince me that they were trying to make this the shape of Texas. I don't know. That's considerably worse than the other ones. That's. Oh, I see. Okay, so look on these, it says tortilla style, and on this it says original style. And I guess that explains the difference in shape. Let's compare this barbecue to this barbecue. Okay, Legendary Barbecue first. It's really fun. It's airy. It's light. It's crunchy. And then this taste. Shoot, they might be the same flavor, but I do like the consistency and just like the overall structure of this a lot better than this one. This is like almost, I think the protein infusion into these is kind of gives them a weird stale quality. Like they almost taste like stale chips, or not taste, but they feel a little weird crunch wise. I'm putting that in the C tier, definitely below the Legendary Barbecue. Halfway done. Speaking of Legendary Cool Ranch, or just ranch. Love it. Let's do it. Ooh, that smell is pungent. Yup. That's cool, and that's ranch. If you like Cool Ranch Doritos, you'll like this. That's flavorful. That will make your breath smell horrendous for hours to come after eating these. But overall, that's very good. I'm putting that in the A tier. Putting that in the A tier. Next up, another wild. We're getting wild. Oh, we're getting wild. Wild sea salt and vinegar. This is our first encounter of this flavor. And if I were to get normal potato chips, this is probably the flavor I would get. I love me some salt and vinegar chips. Those kettle cooked salt and vinegar chips. Oh, I mean, they make your mouth bleed almost, but I could go all day with those. All right, here we go. Yeah. Dude, over at Wild, they are nailing the initial taste of their chips. When that first hits your tongue, that flavor is amazing. But yet again, just like with these, once that flavor dissipates, which doesn't take long, it tastes weird. I think that flavor that I'm tasting is the tapioca starch, because apparently that's what is kind of making the overall binding of the chip is the tapioca starch. And that's what it tastes like. Very strange, very just like weird flavor. I can't even put words to it. I'm putting that in the C tier along with the other Wild flavor. Next up, Quest Ranch. Here we go. Expecting big things. Don't love the color of it. That color is frightening. That might be the most unappetizing color I've ever seen in my life. So let's dig in. Oh, flavor definitely not as strong ranch wise as the Legendary. Where did I put this? I don't remember. Where did I rank this one? Because wherever I ranked it, I'm putting the Quest directly below that. I think I put that in the A tier or B. Don't remember, but you'll see it on the screen. Next up, Quest Loaded Taco. Loaded Taco. It's what they call my wife after. Here we go. Now, I'm not typically the kind of fella that's gonna go after a chip that's flavored and named after an already existing food. For example, pizza Pringles, get away from me. I'm not gonna eat one food that's flavored to taste like another food. If I wanted to eat that food, I would eat that food, but I want to eat your food. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that tastes like Taco Bell. That tastes like Taco Bell 100%. That tastes like a Taco Bell taco shell more than an actual Taco Bell taco shell tastes like. I don't know how they did it. That's kind of a feat of science right there. Not sure I'm in love with it. In fact, I actually hate it. I'm putting that in D tier. D tier for the taco. Next, Wild Himalayan pink salt. Kind of a weird, like I feel like they just called it Himalayan pink salt because that's like a trendy or like a more interesting flavor than just regular salt. Because I'm a pink salt kind of guy. Like I love me some pink salt, mainly because it's just a fun color. But I don't think it tastes particularly different than normal salt. It kind of just tastes like salt, you know, salty. And so we'll see if their weird marketing ploy pays off here. I already know what to expect. It's going to probably start off super salty and super normal, and then it's going to just disintegrate into weird tapioca nothingness. Nope, never mind. That just tastes like tapioca nothingness from the start. That doesn't even have a good portion. Ew. That tastes like nothing from the start, nothing at the end. That is easily the worst one so far. Ew. That's the worst one. That's an F. F tier. Never buy those. Next, last but not least, Quest original style cheddar and sour cream. Now, if you think about that flavor for a second. That's just basically, that's two dairy products mixed into one. Just two different ways of preparing dairy products. That's butter and cheese, practically. That's like saying butter and milk, butter and yogurt. That's what this is saying. Cheddar and sour cream. So, we got the weird shape once again. What is that supposed to be? Why does it look like that? Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good. Cheese-wise, cheese flavoring-wise, much better than the nacho cheese flavored Quest chips. I actually like the cheese flavor on this. Much better. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. We got a good one there to finish. I think I'm putting that, despite its dairy heavy name, overly dairy name, I'm putting that. It's probably A tier, but I just realized I haven't put a single one of these in the S tier yet, and that feels kind of boring. I mean, one of these has to be in the S tier, but which one is it gonna be? I don't know. Could be this one. I mean, this is really good. This is really good. If I were going to eat one of these on a regular basis in replacement of a normal chip, it has to be a flavor that's not too crazy, but also has some pizzazz to it. This is a contender. This is a contender. And I think this is a contender. I think I like the chili lime more than the sweet, spicy zing, Asian zing. I probably can't say that. So I think right now S tier is a toss-up between the three of these. Which is going to be, let's find one. We got to find an S tier today. So, is it going to be the Cool Ranch Legendary Protein Chip? I love how light and airy and air popped these are. It's a really good, just kind of fun thing. I'm also a huge rice cake guy, so that might explain some bias. Chili lime, haven't had these since the first chip. Ooh, that's a bright orange color. Yeah, that's good. Or the cheddar and sour cream. You know what? That flavor is getting a little rich for me now. It's getting a little overpowering in a bad way. So that's definitely not S, but definitely still A. Definitely still A tier. Now it's between these two, which is going to be the S. In terms of being a chip, this fits the mold a lot better than the rice cake cut into a triangle does. I love the flavor of it. I love the overall eating experience of it. But this definitely fits the stereotype of a chip a lot better. And just thinking about maybe dipping this into salsa or queso or something, that would be so gas. So I think, how poetic is that? The first chip we tried today, the Quest Chili Lime, ends up being the best chip of the day. S tier, Quest Chili Lime. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Now you know which protein chip you should be buying. Yeah, catch you later. Oh, and if you're wondering what I did with all these chips after filming the video, this is a